A very good day to you. It's now 25 to 12 in the afternoon here on Sunday the 14th of August. Thanks for joining me on the UK and Europe video blog for today. I haven't been doing video blogs for a wee while now. Just with one thing or another I've not really had a chance. But anyway, I'm here now, and I certainly hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The weather certainly has been somewhat changeable, folks, especially across Scotland. We've seen fairly cloudy weather across the majority of the UK, really. There's only been a few places that have managed to see some sunshine. Where the sunshine does come out, we're seeing temperatures warm up to around 23 to 24 degrees. I think Gravesend in Kent yesterday bumped up to around 24 Celsius, or just over 24 Celsius. So that's around 77 in Fahrenheit. That's quite a nice warm sunny day. We can't really complain about temperatures like that in mid-August. But certainly farther north, temperatures start to drop off. Skies are much more cloudy, and the showery nature of the weather becomes more persistent the farther north you go. Scotland's been hammered by very heavy and in areas flooding rainfall over the past several days. It's just that pattern, folks. We've got a trough that's sitting off the northwest coast of the UK, so their pressures are much lower. It's so much easier for low pressures to spin down through the trough and introduce a wave or a series of frontal systems off the Atlantic. That's really what's been happening. And what you tend to find is, and what we've been finding over recent days, is the warmer air that's to the south is trying to get fed up. And each and every boundary that passes through Scotland, there's a push of warmer air that's trying to get up in front of those boundaries. Now, as it does so, folks, you've got that warm southerly flow. Now, over the past few days, driving down to Carlisle in England, I've found temperatures here have been pretty cool, damp. And once you've been down towards Cumbria, folks, I've noticed the temperatures markedly warmer. By a few degrees, say perhaps anywhere from a difference between about 11 or 12 Celsius here, and it could maybe be around 16 or 17, and a much muggier feel to the air down there as well, I've noticed. That warmer air, folks, is feeding the bands of rain that are pushing across Scotland, and that's why we've been finding pockets of very intense and persistent rainfall. And of course, we're seeing a result of flooding conditions across many parts of the country. Unfortunately, folks, that trough remains pretty persistent. I don't really see any ridge developing anytime soon. In fact, the pattern, the upper level flow, is becoming a wee bit faster. So we're seeing warmer air, then a band of rain, warmer air, and then a band of rain. It's just one of those patterns, folks, that's quite frustrating, I think, for anybody that wants warmer and sunnier weather. We're simply not going to see that. And I really am struggling to see, for the remainder of August, anything in the way of persistent warmth. Now, I'm going to show you here the European model. This is the current model, and for today, you can see here the trough. There's the trough there, and what we're finding is here, folks, we're sitting right beneath the boundary between cooler air aloft and warmer air that's down across Spain. That warmer air is getting towards the southeast coast of England, and therefore we're seeing warmer conditions, although it's still cloudy for the most part, even across Greater London. We're seeing pockets of sunshine for sure, yeah. We're also seeing temperatures respond to that sunshine as it reaches the surface. However, the majority of the UK has seen quite disappointing weather, albeit muggy weather. And the reason being is the rain tends to want to ride between the boundary, between the separation point between cooler air and warmer air aloft. Now, as I go through this week, let's look at Tuesday. If it's going to actually move for me, I don't know if it is. It's going to be one of those days, I think, where the computer's going to be running slower. Let's look at Tuesday. I'll try and bring this back up for you to see, and it doesn't appear as if it is. No, sorry. Here's Tuesday here, folks. Terribly sorry about that. You can see here, folks, here the cooler air trying to get farther into Scotland, so we're going to see more rain, more the majority of the sky is going to be cloudy, so we're going to see very little in the way of sunshine. Let's move forward to Thursday. You can see here the trough deepening, much cooler air in the upper levels of the atmosphere over Scotland, all of Ireland, and the majority of England as well. We've only got this yellow pale colour across the southeast of England, so temperatures here are going to be more in the low 20s. Now here, folks, is an interesting one. This is here for Saturday. You can see here the trough's being pushed off, well off the west coast of Scotland. Therefore, we're going to see a pretty strong southerly, southwesterly flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So that's going to transport warmer subtropical air. Now, if this model pans out for Sunday, that means to say we're going to see warmer conditions. Whether it's going to be dry or not is another thing. But certainly in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we're going to see transport of warmer southerly air, and it's going to have a warm, muggy Sunday to look forward to, or Saturday.